Today I'm going to be showing you this survival kit that I made, and it's just in like regular food jar. You can probably find these with like spices or anything really, but I made mine specifically out of a sesame seeds jar. You can do whatever though if you want to make one of these. So, starting off, let's open it up, I guess. As you can see, it's very tightly packed, and let's just hop right into it. First off, we have this little saw. It's one of those wire saws, so not the best quality, but it will do great in a pinch. Next up, we have one of these little finger flashlights. I have kept the tab in here, but just trust me, it's super, super bright. I just kept the tab in there so that batteries wouldn't die on me, and then I wouldn't actually have a flashlight. Sorry, I'm kind of sick, so that's why my voice sounds a little bit weird and I have a kind of a stuffy nose. This is just a regular Ziploc bag. Opens up. So I'm guessing it's around a 1 quart Ziploc bag. Here I have some aluminum foil, and this can be used for cooking or lots of other purposes, but I don't really want to unfold it because it's pretty tightly packed. Okay, next up we have some duct tape. This is about 4 or 5 feet of duct tape. Again, I don't want to unroll it just because it took me quite a while to wrap it up in the first place. Next up we have this multi-tool. It's just a regular multi-tool made by Sheffield, if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, it has all the functionalities: saw, blade, file, can opener, and yeah, just the regular stuff. Next up, we have about 3 feet of 550 paracord. So it's super nice, and it has these internal strands up here. Pretty bad quality, but if you can see that, it has these internal strands, and those, like, you can take the casing off and use the individual strands as fishing kit or like fishing line or just whatever really. Next up, we have some pretty old waterproof matches, but I tested them and they still work. So those are great, useful, because they're covered in wax. So that means you can, as in waterproof, but you can like stick them in water and they still are ignited. So pretty awesome. Oh man, this is a glue stick, and it's so useful because you can just burn off the end, like melt it down a little bit, and then use this as glue. That is so helpful in, well, patching tent or cleaning up wounds or just anything really. For, yeah, adhesive purposes. We have about 3 feet of wire. I think this is just regular aluminum wire. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. We have an emergency blanket. These are so useful because they keep in the warmth. And so even on a cold night, you can stay warm. We have two tea light candles. Those can be used for starting fires and just keeping warm in general, I guess. We have 2 alcohol pads, and those can be used for cleaning or cleaning up wounds or starting fires. We have this fishing kit, which comes complete with hooks, string, leaders, swivels, bait, the whole shebang. So that's super useful if you want to obviously catch fish in the wild. And then we have these 3 Q-tips. Not really sure what these would be used for, but I've seen other people put them in, so I just chose to put them in, and they take up like no space. We have some jute twine for fire starters. This is super, super useful. And then, last but not least, we have the actual container itself. This can be used for storing water or, obviously, the gear. Yeah, so this is all the gear laid out. I think this is actually a pretty good kit for the size that I had, and basically all of these were just stuff from around the house that I had, and yeah. So this is basically all the key essentials except for water. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.